Hello and welcome to my studio. This is Melinda Puri. I wanted to talk to you a little bit about this specific piece. It is part of a series of textural studies that I've been doing for many years now, on and off. And mostly they are primarily an exploration of color and the way that colors react together. Utilize a lot of glazing, and the big reason why I wanted to do a video was because it is so difficult to really capture in a picture what the use of metallics can do for a painting. So I wanted to show you a little bit of the movement and the differences in lighting and how that affects the way that the paintings present themselves in a room. Right now there's a lot of natural light and there's an overhead light, and you can kind of see the overall painting as it is a little stable. But as you move around it, you see that it shifts, and you see my shadow because the light's above me, and I'm about to turn it off just to kind of show you a little bit of the difference that you get with the different kinds of light. So this is kind of just a basic generic room light. And then when you turn that off, and it's basically more of a natural light, kind of in shadow. And you can see really a lot of the depth that comes in. And when you move around the painting, you can see that it really kind of shows off the depth of color and texture that comes into play. And I would like to do, and this is a spotlight. When I turn that on, you can really start to see kind of the way that it shines and moves as you walk around it. And at some point I'm gonna do, I have another one here I'm about to start working on, and this is kind of the base texture that you see. I added some elements here to give it a little bit more depth with some netting and a little bit of modeling paste. And I'm going to show you kind of the process in another video, but that's for another time. This is more of a finished product. And I really love this color combination because you really get a lot of the deep pinks that go into the violets, that contrast really nicely with these almost opalescent greens that you really start to see when you move around, and they shimmer and they shine a lot like an oyster shell. This one I call Venus Rising for a lot of different reasons. I mean, most of these are pretty emotive. I don't like to get too literal or too technical with meaning and context and things like that, because I really do consider myself an expressionist. And an expressionist is really more focused on feeling, how different textures and colors evoke an emotional response. But I think with like the Venus Rising, you get a sense of water. You also get a real sense of femininity with the pinks that contrast beautifully with these incredible greens that come across. And the way that these are achieved are through a series of pretty intricate glazings that I can explore a little bit more when I show you a little bit more of the process. But anyway, I just wanted to give you more sense of really the depth in the piece and how that comes out. And there it is. This is Venus Rising. I turned on a couple of spotlights so you can kind of see how it changes. You can turn it back, you know, and this is a natural light, more of a shadow light. Of course, in sunlight, it's completely different. Then overhead light, it's completely different. It brings out a little bit more warmth. And that's the thing about metallics, is that they really kind of pick up a lot of the ambient lighting that's going on. So if you have a warm light on it, then you really start to see more of the gold. And If you have more of a cool light on it, well, then you really start to see the pinks and the purples and the blues start to pop a lot more. But anyway, so that's this video for this painting, and I hope you enjoyed it. Thank you.